welcome to the couch. My name is Ama Pratt. It's a Tuesday, and so as always, we are going to be bringing you the social issue lifestyle edition of the show. Today, it's a full-packed show, like a full-packed show. We are going to be bringing you at least 3 organizations that have taken it upon themselves to embark on projects that affect our society positively. If you're someone who watches the show often, you know that every now and then, I bring in these organizations that are doing amazing things within our society, sort of giving back to the society. We bring them here, they tell us about our project, we ask them how we can be of help, we help them help the society, so that ultimately it smiles all through. Everybody's smiling. We are all happy. The world is a better and wonderful place. That's our show this evening. We are going to be concentrating on philanthropic projects, the organizations, and the people who do these amazing things for the society. Good evening again. Welcome to the show. We are going to be starting off with Weinglo Family International. I love the name, Weinglo Family International. Now, we have with us in the studio Gloria Boatemaa Andoh. She happens to be the CEO of this, organization. And we do know that the 28th of May is always World Menstrual Health Day. World Menstrual Health Day. So, Hygiene Day, World Menstrual Hygiene Day, World Menstrual Hygiene Day. That's the 28th of May. And so this year, it's going to fall on Friday. Now, Weinglo Family International has some plans, for this special day. We're going to be finding out what these plans are, what this organization is, and ultimately how all of us can join hands to make it better. Welcome, Gloria.
Thank you.
It's great to see you.
Great to see you too.
It's great to see you. We've been talking.
Yeah.
Last time I was on your...
the women conference.
The women conference.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I saw you.
Yes. Even then, virtually, but it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And you're doing amazing stuff.
Thank you,
amazing stuff.
Thank you,
proud of you.
Thank you.
And thank you, for all of these things. But let's start with Weinglo Family International. Tell me about that.
So Weinglo Family International is basically a suicide prevention organization that we are aimed to preventing suicide. So basically, our target is the youth, because we hear a lot of youth suicide. So we engage the youth, we speak to the youth, we encourage them not to give up no matter what they face. So Weinglo is more of suicide prevention, and anything that will trigger one to commit suicide, we tackle on those issues day in and day out. We have chats that helps them to understand that life is not straight, it's smooth. I mean, it can be rough sometimes, but no matter how it goes, you shouldn't give up, because there's a brighter side of life. So basically, yes, that's what Weinglo Family International is into.
Right. Amazing stuff. And like I was telling you before the show, we would come back and have a full conversation on that.
Sure.
I feel there are things as a society we don't talk about that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
And suicide is one of those things. Whether we like it or not, it's here.
It's happening, yeah.
And we need to have those conversations. Sure. Okay. However, for a suicide prevention advocacy, it's strange that you are veering into menstrual health. Let's talk about that. What's your interest?
Oh, all right. So basically, we do such programs. Like I said, anything that makes one feel uncomfortable, the less privilege is our target. So before someone decides to commit suicide, it's a series of things. Mental health. So we are not actually going that way, but it's something that we do, giving back to society. So Menstrual Hygiene Day is on the 28th of May, which is this coming Friday. And we want to extend some help to the girls in Adwoajiri Girls School, and then the women in the prison in Sawim. I just feel it's just right that at a day like this, you extend some help to some ladies who don't even have sanitary pads to go through this monthly thing that we women are all into. So yes, so that's what it's all about.
Right. I'm looking at the statistics and it's staggering. 95% of girls sometimes miss school due to menstruation. I didn't even know that this was the 95%.
Yeah.
Ghana. Really?
Yeah.
95% of girls really
skip school because of menstruation, and it's because they don't have sanitary pads. So if you're flowing in 3 days, 4 days, you can't just go and sit in a classroom with no pads. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's something we really have to look at.
You know, over the years, I've had people here with similar projects, you know, like 3 names come to mind immediately. But I don't know why, I find the statistics really, there's so much more we need to do then. 95%.
You're just comfortable in a comfort zone.
Right.
But there are people out there who need help.
Right.
I mean, girls out there who need help. So I believe that is an opportunity for everyone to come on board, to support and educate. It's not just sharing of the sanitary parts. We're going to be educating them on menstrual hygiene. Right. And then after we share the sanitary parts to them, and then in the future we think of something that can be sustainable for their parents to be able to help these girls to get sanitary pads when they are having their menstruation. They can go back to school because they can't just be home because of menstruation.
Okay, so you've chosen 2 places.
Yes.
Let's talk about them.
Okay. So I'm going to the Insawam prison. Like, okay, so there was a chat between a friend and I, and it's like, why are you doing Insawam and you're not going to the female prison? Because the last time they went there, they told them they needed sanitary pads, not the food and drinks that they bring to them. That's what the ladies there suggested. I'm like, okay, that's cool, because we'll be going to Insawam. Why not? Let's go there and visit them. It could be anybody's mom or a sister or something. The fact that the person is in prison does not mean that the person is supposed to be deprived from all these things that is actually going on. So we said, okay, cool. We called them and they were like, yeah, they were very excited that we are coming to donate some parts to them. So that's how come we went. So we're going to Insawam. And then the Adwoadri Girls School, we've been there to have a program that's back to school, share some books with them and all that. When we saw the condition, there was not really good. So we decided to make that place a project, help the place to develop. So basically, that's how come we're going back there to support the girls with some sanitary pads, to educate them on menstrual hygiene, which I think is very important for a girl child at their age.
Right. So let's go back a bit to the Insawam prison. So the inmates complain that they don't have sanitary pads.
Yes, they don't get to use sanitary pads often. It's something that they talk
You know,
about.
it's something we don't think about.
You know, when you put them there, you just forget about them.
You know, even when people go there to do donations, we all think about the food and the water.
Yeah.
But nobody ever thinks about
sanitary pads.
Meanwhile, every month
we flow. So imagine flowing without, it's sad. So
good stuff. So this is to the prison inmates. Now let's talk about the school. You're saying that you'd engage them.
Yes. Okay, so we'll have a professional, a lady who's he's a nurse, so she'll be talking on that education aspect, the importance of personal hygiene. Yeah. So she'll be doing that, and then she'll speak to them, show them how to use the pad, how to dispose of it, how to keep yourself clean as a woman or as a lady after during menstruation, and the do's and don'ts. And I'll be doing the motivational speaking as usual.
So what would you be telling the girls? Let's
not
talk
to
about
give
it.
up. You know, okay, so there's always been this thing that if you're menstruating, you're supposed to be in the house, you're not supposed to cook, you're unclean and all that. But I believe that as a woman, that's actually what makes you confident as a woman. Because you menstruate to be able to give birth, these wonderful men and women we see around, it's to a woman. So when you're menstruating, it doesn't mean that you should feel very bad about yourself. You should rather be confident because it makes you a woman. It's not a point for you to feel bad. No, somebody's looking at me. I'm shy, I can't go there, I can't touch. No. It makes you rather a woman. Just manage yourself, keep yourself up, and then that's good. You're good to go. You just move. So just
because there are lots of stereotypes, and we are told that you're right. When you're menstruating, you're dirty.
When you're sitting in the midst of the boys and you're slow, small, and they go like, why? Is it that time of the month?
Right.
You know, those funny comments, and you'll be all cool, like, oh, Charlie.
So it's almost as if there are days in a month that a girl is supposed to hide away.
Yes, sort of. Not feel confident when you sit. You want to check it, make sure that,
Right.
And then you feel that, oh, you're not supposed to, even at home, I mean, those that are holding this, our parents, they didn't used to touch anything. But it doesn't, I don't think that it should be so. As we've moved on, we've learned a lot about these things, and that all you need is to sort yourself out well. That's a person likes hygiene. Sort yourself out, and you're good to go. Get a good pad. Nobody even knows that
something like that
is happening.
Right. So you are going to be telling them about
they should own
the management of it, and also life.
Yes, how confident they should. Yeah,
I like it. I totally dig it. How are you getting these parts, if you don't mind me asking? I'm asking because this seems to be a cash intensive. You know, you have to go and buy them. I'm thinking. So where's the funding for all of this coming from?
Mostly we fund ourselves. From our own pockets, and some genuine family and friends who've been always supportive of what we do. So when they see this, they'll go like, oh, take this, and then support. But sometimes you send letters around, you do all the adverts you want to do, and nobody's like actually looking there, like trying to support you. But God being so good, they are very genuine people who actually, their hearts beats for these things, and then when they see that, they're like, oh, that's amazing stuff. Just like you have, as you brought me on your show to at least give me that support, that platform to reach out to people. So you've also done a very good thing.
Thank you, Gloria. So if somebody is watching and the person wants to help, how can the person do that?
All right, so our office is at Achimota ABC, second floor, Amankwa Plaza. So Weinglo Family International, we have our offices there. And then you can call us on 020-5177-964 or 024-4861-697. You can donate, you can just walk into our office and bring the sanitary parts. If you're very far from us, you can donate cash. We can do that. And we don't limit it to just us alone. Wherever you find yourself, you can decide to buy a pad and share in your area for the less privileged, the kaya use. Your hometown. You can just decide to do that on that day, not necessarily pushing everything to us. Yes, we're doing some, but we need to think about our community as well. So it's open for all. And then there's a reminder, awareness that you can do something to help somebody around. Maybe your staff can decide to say, okay, let me buy you pad this, on Friday. Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine spending money every month on pad. And then you come like, oh, hey, I have a box of pad for you on this day. It's like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Even on birthdays, we don't get sanitary pads at present.
No.
But it's a cool thing because we spend money on it every month. So imagine in a year how much you spend on pad. Somebody decides to give you like 10 boxes of pad. You have 25 in there times 10. You're good to go, cry.
Yeah, good to go. Give us the number again.
So 020-5177-964 if you want to donate or send come over and donate a pad. If you want to call us to 024-4861-697. You reach us. And then on the second floor of Amankwa Plaza 1 at Shimota ABC, that's where our office is, Weinglo Family International.
Amazing stuff. You see, the reason why this fascinates me is because, and there's a history to this. We went to Kolegono, the community library, with this book, Abrifi's Red Letter Day. And again, viewers, I strongly recommend that book, Abrifi's Red Letter Day. It speaks about menstruation and all a girl needs to know about menstruation. Good book, And engaging the students on the book and having conversations with them, I realized that there are so many issues that come up with menstruation. It's like, it's a conversation that we need to have with young girls. Like, young girls need to have information. We just assume that it's something that happens, and we leave girls with it. My mother menstruated, I menstruated, she menstruated, she's fine.
When you want to talk about it, it's not too comfortable for some girls.
We should make it comfortable.
Yeah, it has to be comfortable because it's part of us.
Yes.
You can't do anything about it. It's just like getting pregnant and giving birth. Whatever you do, your tummy is going to shoot out. So it's part of us, and it's going to be part of us until we get to menopause. So
we need to know.
We need to know.
So we can manage it really well.
Manage it very well. And then rock it very well as well. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that we need to talk about
what
it
to
often.
eat,
What to eat.
what not to
Sometimes
eat.
you get mood swings, sometimes you get rude, and and even the men have to know so that they know how to handle their wives at home when it's that time of the month.
Right.
Some people cannot even move; they have to stay in bed and all that.
Absolutely right. So there's a number in front of the screen. If you want to support Gloria with this initiative, that's of course, the Global World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Gloria wants to send out sanitary pads to inmates of Nsawam prison. I'm sure, like me, you've never thought about that. What happens to the women who end up in prison. When we go there, we give them food, we give them water, we give them drinks, but we never think about that. Meanwhile, every month, every woman menstruates. It's amazing. So if you want to support Gloria, support these women who find themselves in prison, please kindly use that number in front of the screen. Call her. It goes directly to Gloria. Call her. If it's money, if it's actual parts, she needs the parts. If you have the parts, send it to her. If you want to send her money so she can, buy these parts, do that. Also, she's going to a Adwajiri girls' school. Over there too, she's going to be donating these sanitary pads. And let me repeat the statistics for you. 95% of girls, 95% of girls sometimes miss school due to menstruation. Think about that for a minute. Because of menstruation. So again, use the number, call Gloria, give her the pads, give her money, let her buy these pads so she can help these girls, at least for a while,
and then we'll look at a sustainable way.
How to sustain it. And like she recommends, if you live around a community, a little girl who goes to school, an underprivileged person, will have trouble getting sanitary pads for herself. Friday, 28th of May would be the day to, be generous, buy a pad and give to her. Let's spread some love. Let's spread some love. One girl, one sanitary pad project. You hear that? One girl, one sanitary pad project. I love it. But Gloria, you will come back.
Sure.
You're going to be having that suicide prevention talk conversation because that's very, very important.
Now it's scary. And we need to look at that.
Right. But just before you go, let's talk about Weinglo for just how long have you been in existence? I wanted to show some pictures of some of the things you've done. If MCR can roll that. You've been in existence for how long?
3 years.
3 years. And what do you do?
So schools that we visit to talk to them about suicide. We've been to Achimota, we've been to West.
So what's happening
West
here?
Africa. Okay, so this one we had a Christmas party for the disabled kids. Yes, so that's what we did.
Where?
At the Medina. It's an orphanage, so we went there to have a party. Because normally Boxing Day, people stay with their family to chill and all that. So I decided that no, this time let's move out there and spend it with these disabled kids. Because trust me, they also need that. They were very happy, so that's what it means. And then we shared some back to school projects where, like, after COVID, a lot of kids were going to school. Parents were hard up and then couldn't support. Get all the books. I remember those times when you're going to school and then you get new book, new bag, new pencil. You are so excited about it.
What's happening here?
And this is West Africa Secondary School. That's where we went to have a talk on suicide prevention. Suicide is not an option, so we spoke to the girls. We allowed them to ask questions, what actually battles their mind. And then it was very fruitful, and then we realized that the kids came out to speak. It went so well. Yeah, so that's West Africa School. That's where I attended my school. So I actually...
You're an old girl.
Yeah.
You're an old girl. What's
and
this
is in some the Adwajiri School. We went to share some books to the girls and also motivate them to study hard, not to give up. We went there and the instructions were not too good. COVID time, social distance, they can't do because their seats and other things were not enough. And then the heat there was serious, but we still motivated them. So we did street feeding.
This is street feeding?
Yes,
where?
for the Kayayu. This Kumasi. We did Kumasi and we did Accra. Christmas, that's what we did. So you'll be there, we just pop up and give you some food. You're like, oh, because you aren't expecting it, Yeah, and these people need us to keep moving. not to give up. So basically, this is what we've been doing, helping society.
Amazing stuff, Gloria. Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Things like this make me happy. You know, yeah, because in our corner, in our little corner, if everybody does something, it'll be a better world, wouldn't it?
We'll be too good to go. Like,
if all of us do something.
I just can't see someone suffer. If I do I would have to reach out. That is my nature. I just can't see, because besides, we've all gone through stages in life. So when you get to a place where you're a bit comfortable, you have to think about those times, how you used to feel and all that. And people are actually going through it. So even one CD, 2 CD that can put a smile on somebody's face, why not?
Why not?
You're a better person when somebody else smiles because of you. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you, Amma.
Thank you so much.
So grateful.
Thank you so much. And we'll be there with you that day.
Sure.
Yeah, we will. Panafrican TV is definitely coming.
I can't wait.
Yes,
I can't wait.
We want to capture. We want people to see.
Yeah.
We want to motivate people to do too.
Yeah.
We want everybody to see others do, so they can be motivated.
Sure.
Then all of us, Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
Go
Amma.
Gloria and go Weinglo Family International.
Go Amma. Go Amma.
So, viewers, this is one segment of the show. We'll take a quick break. I'll introduce my next guest shortly. Stay with us.